I want to do a video on children's health. I'm probably going to talk about quite a few products here because there's just so much to cover when it comes to children's health. My wife and I did a video on children's nutrition. I think it's important to listen to that because really the reason our children are suffering is we're being born genetically weak with congestion issues, and we're eating heavy diets on top of it, processed foods and dairy products and grains and things that are just making children sick. And so we're seeing a lot of asthma, allergies, eczema, psoriasis, chronic ear infections, getting tubes in the ears, and all of these congestion-related issues that can be avoided if we would learn how to cleanse the body, eat clean diets, eat lighter diets, not so heavy diets. And there's all kinds of amazing things God gave us. What are our children going through? They're going to doctors and they're getting antibiotics and they're getting all of these chemicals thrown at them. We're going to the drugstore and we're getting over-the-counter drugs and medications and cold and flu products that have actually been taken off the market because they're so toxic. I mean, it's just horrible what we're doing to our children in the name of a profit. And do we not think God gave us everything we need to take care of our children? So I'm going to go through a few of the products. I don't want to go crazy with it because there's so many, but I want to focus on some of the main issues. And a big issue is earaches and ear infections. Our daughter is 3, and there's probably twice where she was kind of touching her ear, and we're like, oh my gosh, she might be getting an ear infection. What do we do? And we actually did hydrogen peroxide, food-grade hydrogen peroxide. We put a couple drops in each ear, and we did it morning and night, and within a couple days it was gone, and she never had an issue. So that's awesome. You can get food-grade hydrogen peroxide. You can get this stuff in the drugstore, but it's got a lot of chemicals in it. That works. But we have a product called Bewell, and it's designed for children's health, and it's 2 bottles. One is to knock out the infection, and another one is to heal any damage to the ear canal. And so it's what's the word? There's instructions right on it that tells you how to take it and the way to do it. So garlic, St. John's wort, and olive oil base. These are common things given to children. What works even better is if you heat it up a little bit. You can just slightly heat it. If it goes in the ear warm, warmth relaxes and opens things up. So that's a great way to get rid of an ear infection is through the food-grade hydrogen peroxide or the Bewell drops by Wish Garden. Children are getting a lot of colic, and that's always a digestive issue. And so mom needs to look at changing her diet. If you're breastfeeding, if you're doing dairy and heavy foods, child might be reacting to those foods because he's not digesting them properly. We do have Colic Ease by Wish Garden, and we do have Happy Tummy by Herbally Grounded. And these are simple products: catnip, fennel, and wild lettuce. That's all that's in here, and it's just to help with digestion, help with gas, help calm and relax the intestinal tract. But again, this is a temporary solution because it's probably something related to the diet that's more of an issue. Now, children are getting sick a lot, and it's okay for a child to get sick. Our daughters have been sick, and we don't worry about it. We don't run to the doctor. We just let God, the way He designed our children, let that take its course, and they might get a fever, and that's okay. Speaking of fevers, how do you break a fever? Well, you can break it immediately with an enema, or you can do ginger tea, and you can have them drink ginger tea, or you can put the compress in the tea and just dab it over their body, or do a bath with ginger, and that will break a fever. Please don't give your children aspirin. It is really dangerous. It's a chemical drug that kills 10,000 people a year. So children get sick, and they get coughs, and they get colds and flus. So I love all the Wish Garden stuff. This is called Kick It Cough, and that's specific for the cough. And then they have a product called Kick It Biotic. That's kind of like a natural antibiotic that you can use for anything related to any kind of bacterial, fungal, mold, type of issue that's so common. A lot of children are getting viral issues, like flus, for example, and I like the Herbal Defense, herbally grounded. It's got myrrh and echinacea, 2 very strong antivirals. And you can build a child's immune system too. You can give them stuff to knock something out, like elderberry is good for that. The echinacea stuff's good for that. But also immune builder. This is for children, and it's designed by Cedar Bear, and it tastes good. It's vegetable glycerin based, and it's mostly Chinese tonic herbs that naturally build the immune system. And so you can build a child's immune system with colostrum. We have the immune tree colostrum. All the same immune system components as that we need for good health. And so you can take that in a kid's form. It's called Moo Chews, as funny as that sounds. But this has schisandra berry, eleuthero, gotu kola, ashwagandha, ginkgo, oat straw, licorice root. So it's to build a child's immune system naturally over time. And then, of course, we got some of the elderberry-based products. This has echinacea, elderberry, and vitamin C. And I'll tell you one of my favorites, Kitty Care by North American Herb and Spice. I love oregano, the strength and the power of oregano. This is for children, itty-bitty little tiny capsules that won't be hard for them to take. It's oregano oil, wild cumin oil, wild sage oil, and ginger oil. So the Kitty Care drops are great for kids because I always recommend oreganol and the oregabiotic for adults when they have, you know, these different types of colds and flus. And man, that oregano just knocks stuff out. It's really awesome. I mentioned two more things for children. One is focus, attention, children who are out of control and we can't seem to be controlled. We do have a product called Quiet Time, and it's a calming, relaxing. You can do magnesium baths, that helps. This has passion flower, skull cap, and milky oat tops. It's just for relaxing their nervous systems. But for years and years and years, I've used Focus and Attention by Cedar Bear. It's actually an adrenal product. It boosts the adrenal glands, which is crucial for focus and attention and memory. And I would really encourage parents to get away from the sugars in the cereal, the pancakes and the cereals and the muffins for breakfast. Give them more fats, proteins, vegetables, even just fruit, and get a product like the Focus and Attention Drops by Cedar Bear. And if you get some healthy fats in them, they'll be stable, they'll be balanced. I've had teachers write letters to the parents about how their child's been changed in 1 week. And so, again, your children don't have to be, there's nothing wrong with your children. It's nutrition and it's weakness passed down through generations, and we need to heal them. We don't need to medicate them. They don't need Ritalin and all these chemical drugs. It's just horrible what we're doing to our kids. And so the last thing I want to share with you is just nutrients for kids, like a multivitamin. The liquid one's good. It's Calm, which is magnesium, so it calms and relaxes the kids, but it also has a full spectrum blend of vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables. So the liquid ones are easy for kids to take. You can't go wrong with Garden of Life, the vitamin code for kids. And a newer one we have is the Green Vibrance Junior. It actually tastes really good. And I love Vibrant Health and everything by that company. They have the Green Vibrance, and this is Green Vibrance Junior. So it's for toddlers and what they call tweens, so kind of like your pre-teenagers. But it's filled with all your greens and fruits and vegetables. And like I said, it tastes really good. So you mix this in a little water, a little juice, you're set. Your child's got lots of nutrition. The easiest way to get your kids lots of nutrition is to make smoothies. Make it fun. Children are mimickers. They're going to eat what you eat and they're going to do what you do. So if they don't like healthy foods and they think green things are gross, it's probably because you taught them that. So from the beginning, or even if you already have children, make the kitchen fun. Involve them in making smoothies. Put greens and healthy nutrients in your children's smoothies. Involve them in the process and they will enjoy it. Make green things fun. Our daughters love green smoothies. They haven't been taught that green things are gross or taste icky. So you just have to work with that. And same thing with the supplements. You can get a child to take any supplement if you put it in a little pineapple juice or apple juice, or just make a yummy little drink with it. And so we really have a heart for children, and we want you to use the things that God made. These herbs and these plants are there for us to have healthy children. It's all we use throughout human history. Never before did we have these hospitals and these emergency clinics and have to run to the doctor for every single thing. There's a time and a place for hospitals and doctors, but 98% of the time we should be taking care of our children in our home with the things God gave us. So here's to you and your healthy children. We love you. We bless you. We honor you for choosing the natural things that God made so that we would steward our bodies and our children well.